Welcome back, Trader Troops. So, Crypto.com, is this the official bottom or is this a dead cat bounce? I'm going to tell you the answer to that question, or at least my opinion, in this video, so make sure you watch it all the way until the end. And of course, smash up that like button and subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell notification icon for the latest and greatest cryptocurrency technical analysis on the internet. Be extra sure to smash up that bell notification icon because I do post my content in real time, so it's very easy to miss my updates. As always, thank you guys for joining me today, Trader Troops, and let's get into the analysis. So the first thing that we're going to talk about on Crypto.com is going to be the weekly time frame, because there is something very good happening here, and it's probably not what you think, okay? If we take a look at RSI on the weekly time frame, we see that we went very, very overbought, right? Which most people would say is a bad sign, right? Oh my God, it's so overbought, it's so overextended, it's going to collapse. But what we end up seeing is that when we came back down from being overbought, we are now bouncing at the overbought level, which on RSI is 70. And when this happens, it's actually a sign of strength, because if you think about it, maintaining RSI above 70 takes a lot of buying pressure. And if you have a lot of buying pressure, is that a bearish thing or a bullish thing? It's a bullish thing. So the fact that we went back to 70 and we're actually going back up above it it takes a lot of buying pressure to do that, to maintain RSI above that 70 level. So that is actually a bullish sign for Crypto.com. If we drop down to a daily time frame, we're going to see that we pulled back down to the 50% Fibonacci retracement level. As you can see right in here, we pulled back. That's when we had, the massive crypto crash, okay? We got that massive liquidation event into that 50% Fibonacci retracement level, and what do you know? We see a massive spike above and away from that, which tells us that buyers are entering this market pretty aggressively. You'll notice that we had the liquidation. We had a small number of sellers come in for a couple of days, followed by a massive spike in buyers. We also have RSI. If we take a look at RSI in the daily time frame, we also see that we had a massive spike on RSI that now puts us above the midpoint on RSI, which is a very bullish sign, because uptrends on the RSI, say RSI 3 times fast, uptrends on the RSI are only maintained if you can be above that midpoint. Okay, you can see all through here, all through this giant run up here, we maintained above the midpoint on the RSI. So this is a sign that we are in a potential continuation in the uptrend. Now, if we drop down to a smaller time frame, like the 4-hour time frame, what we're going to see is that we bottomed out on this level of support as well, this little reaction zone, which we marked out ahead of time before the entire crypto crash. So that is why you hit that subscribe button. You can see we bottomed out there firstly with that liquidation event. Then we kind of had a little double bottom and followed by a massive spike higher. Now this spike higher is very, very healthy. Why? Because we saw almost no red candles. Okay, in this first spike up here, we only got 2 green candles, and then the sellers came right back in. In this second spike after the double bottom, which can serve as confirmation, okay, we see no green candles. We see very, very strong green candles, which tells us that no sellers were interested in selling all throughout this area. And if no sellers are interested in selling, at least before this level of resistance, this red zone here, that is a level of resistance, which you should already be aware of if you watch the videos, smash that subscribe button. Okay, if you have sellers not even wanting to sell before resistance, that is a good sign that that level of resistance probably won't be all that much of a problem, okay, because the buyers have total control, and that tells us that the sellers probably, yes, of course, they're always going to be selling in an area of resistance, but it'll probably only be for a short amount of time. So we drop down to a 1-hour time frame. Again, take a look at this move higher. Okay, almost no selling happened in this move higher, which again is a sign that sellers are nowhere to be found. In fact, sellers only really started to come in towards the middle of this level of resistance. If they were very strong sellers, they would come in at the earliest moment possible and have a massive reaction to the downside. But that's not what we're seeing. In fact, we saw that the sellers tried to take down price here, kind of like a final hoorah, and guess what? That was just followed by 3 more green candles to the upside. So the buyers are scooping Crypto.com up as soon as possible, and the sellers are trying their hardest to push it down, and they're not even getting that much done. So that tells us that right now, the market for Crypto.com is probably reaching a bottom. This level here was an area of interest for buyers, and the sellers are nowhere to be found. So what's probably likely to happen is a short-term pullback on Crypto.com. And if we expect a short-term pullback, we're going to use a Fibonacci retracement tool, and we're just going to look out for a 382 to 50% Fibonacci retracement. This is a concept that I teach in the Measuring Markets program. So if you want to learn how to improve your trading today, just make sure to check out the Measuring Markets program. Link in the description down below. Okay, if we're expecting a short-term pullback, it's going to be down to around this 382 to 50% Fibonacci retracement. That also coincides with this previous high here, which should act as a level of support. So what I'm expecting is a small pullback into this area between 59 cents and 58 cents, followed by a possible continuation and break of this level of resistance. And if we can break that level of resistance, then from there, the sky's the limit. Not really, but the next target is going to be roughly around 77 cents to right around 81 cents, which from current price is going to be a target of roughly 24% higher. And from our little area of support, that is going to be around 28 to 35% higher. And then obviously if we break that resistance, then all-time highs are going to be targeted after that. So I'm going to keep you guys updated as always. All I ask in return for this video is a smash of that like button and subscribe and hit that bell notification icon if you're new for the latest and greatest cryptocurrency technical analysis on the internet. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to check out the Measuring Markets program, again, link in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.